Welcome to another Salesforce Cloud demo. Today we'll be looking at Marketing Cloud Engagement, one of Salesforce's solutions for marketing automation and personalized customer communications. For this demonstration, we'll walk through one of the most common e-commerce use cases, automated abandoned cart recovery. Imagine a customer visits an online store, adds products to their shopping cart, but leaves before completing the purchase. Instead of relying on manual follow-up or simply losing that sales opportunity, Marketing Cloud can detect this behavior and automatically trigger a series of actions designed to recover the conversion. Emails, SMS, WhatsApp messages, personalized advertising. Everything is driven by the customer's actual behavior. For this example, I'm using Amazon as a sample website. As you can see, I've added a product to my cart, and now I'm simply going to abandon the purchase. I won't complete the checkout. I'll just close the page, and from that moment the automation begins. Behind the scenes, the information generated by this action is automatically sent from the website to Marketing Cloud. In this case, it's stored in a data extension, which essentially works as a database table where we keep relevant customer and transaction information. For example, the customer ID, email address, product, SKU, price, and total purchase value. All of this information is centralized so it can later be used throughout automations and customer communications. In this example, we've also applied a filter to include only shopping carts abandoned within the last 24 hours. Why? Because the sooner you reach out after a customer abandons their cart, the greater the chances of recovering the sale. This update runs automatically every day through Automation Studio. Its job is to continuously refresh the data and, as soon as an abandoned cart is detected, immediately launch the corresponding journey. And this brings us to one of the most powerful features, the journey. The journey represents the automated customer experience that begins after someone abandons their cart. Everything is built inside Journey Builder. In this example, we have an entry event that continuously listens for abandoned cart events coming from the website. Once the customer enters the journey, a series of business rules determines what happens next. For example, if the cart value is $150 or more, we send one type of communication. If it's below that amount, we send a different one. Before sending the email, we also use a feature called *Einstein's Send Time Optimization. This feature analyzes each customer's historical engagement to predict the optimal time to send the message. In other words, not everyone receives the email at the same time. Marketing Cloud automatically delivers it when each individual is most likely to open and engage with it. Next, we have the email assets themselves. In this case, there are two different versions. This one is designed for higher value purchases. Here you can see the subject line preheader and dynamic content personalized using each customer's information. In fact, personalization is built directly into the email itself. The goal is for every customer to receive a highly relevant experience instead of a generic message. Since I'm not using a real customer for this demo, you can still see some of the personalization code. However, in the low value version, you can see how the customer's information is automatically populated, along with the specific product they left in their shopping cart. After the first email is sent, the journey waits for 2 days. At that point, it checks whether the customer opened the email. If they did, they automatically exit the journey because the objective has already been achieved. If they didn't, a second communication is triggered. And this is an important point. The automation isn't simply sending the same email again. The strategy changes, the subject line changes, the messaging changes, the content changes. Everything is designed to maximize the chances of engagement. Email is only part of the strategy. We can also extend the experience using advertising audiences. For example, we can automatically sync that same customer with platforms such as Facebook, LinkedIn, or Google Ads. So, in addition to receiving an email, they'll also begin seeing personalized ads featuring the product they left behind. This significantly increases the likelihood of recovering the purchase. Finally, one of the most valuable capabilities within Marketing Cloud is analytics. Every interaction is measured in real time. We can track email sends, opens, clicks, bounces, unsubscribes, conversions, and much more. And this isn't just useful for measuring campaign performance. It helps us understand customer behavior, optimize business decisions, and continuously build smarter automations. So that's a brief demonstration of how Marketing Cloud Engagement enables organizations to automate complete customer experiences based on real user behavior. We hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next demo.